Hello students, welcome back to our video. So in the last video we completed with the chapter number 8. So now from today we are going to start with a new chapter, that is chapter number 9, internal trade. In this chapter you guys are going to learn about the internal trade, meaning, classification of the internal trade, then the retail trade, in that meaning, advantages, limitations, types, then terminologies of trade and the differences between departmental store and the chain store, and the difference between retailer and the wholesaler. So now let's start first with the introduction. Trade means an exchange of goods or services in return of a goods, services or money. So in the first chapter we learned about the trade in detail. So you all know the meaning of trade. Trade means exchange of goods or services in the return of goods. It means that goods is exchanged in return of goods or services or money. That is known as trade. With the objective of trade is to get profit by providing the goods and services to the customers. When such transactions take place among different areas, territories or the states in the geographical boundaries of a country, then it is called internal trade. Various types of productions are not possible in a country due to unequal distributions of natural wealth. Because of this, producers supply their products to the customers over the different areas of the country. This is called internal trade. Due to various limitations, because you all know that all the different countries or different states have different natural wealth. So due to unequal distributions of natural wealth, producers supply their products to the customers over the different areas of the country. That is known as internal trade. Got it? The transactions which take place, or we can say the production or sale of goods which takes place among the different areas or territories or states in the geographical boundaries of a country, it is called internal trade. Whatever purchase or selling of goods which takes place in the areas of the India, or we can say different parts of the state area in India, that is known as internal trade. Now let's see the meaning of internal trade. Internal trade means trade within the geographical boundaries of a country. Geographical boundaries of a country means the boundary within the India, that is known as geographical boundaries. Currency, weight, measurement, trade practices and legal matters are common in the internal trade. It takes less time, risk is less, and contact between purchaser and the seller can be easily maintained due to the easy transportation of goods in the internal trade. Now let's see the classification of trading activities. We saw the meaning of trade, internal trade. Now let's discuss the classification of trading activities. So the classification of trading activities can be seen from the point of view. From the viewpoint of the boundary, then second is from the viewpoint of the distribution, then third one is from the viewpoint of the payment, and the last one is from the viewpoint of the delivery of goods. So from the viewpoint of the boundary includes, there are two types. First one is internal trade and the foreign trade. Then from the viewpoint of the distribution, again there are two types, that is direct trade and indirect trade. Again, indirect trade can be divided into two types, that is wholesale trade and the retail trade. Then from the viewpoint of the payment, again there are two types, credit trade and the cash trade. And from the viewpoint of the delivery of goods, there are also two types, that is spot trade, or we can say future or forward trade. So these are the various classifications of trading activities. Got it? Now let's see the wholesale trade. Wholesale trade is one of the type of indirect trade from the viewpoint of distribution. So wholesale trade. What is the meaning of wholesale trade? A trader purchases the goods in large quantity from the producers and sellers the goods to the retailer as per the requirement of small quantity is called wholesale trade. Thus, wholesaler is a connecting link between the producer and the retailer. In short, we can say that wholesale trade is a trader purchases in this wholesale trade, like a trader purchases the goods in a very large quantity. Trader purchases goods in large quantity from the producer and sells the goods to the retailer as per the requirement in the small quantity. Then it is called wholesale trade. Thus, wholesaler is a connecting link between the producer and the retailer. So this is the chain. First would be the producer. Producer means who manufactures or the one who produces the goods. So from that, wholesaler purchases goods from the producer. Now the goods is with the wholesaler purchases goods from the producer in very large quantities. So the large quantity of goods is with the wholesaler. Now what wholesaler do? So wholesaler sells that goods to the retailer in the small quantity required by the retailer. So retailer purchased goods from the wholesaler, or we can say wholesaler sells the goods to the retailer in small quantity, and the retailer finally sells that goods to the customers. Got it? The whole chain. This is the whole chain. First would the producer. Wholesaler purchases goods in large quantities from the producer. Then wholesaler sells that goods to the retailer in the small quantity according to the requirement, and at the end or at the final step, retailers sell the goods to the customers. So this is known as the wholesale trade. Next is services of the wholesaler. So now we are going to stop here. In the next video, we would be looking at the services of the wholesaler. So if you have any questions or any doubts, please feel free to comment below the video. Thank you.